You were a teenager when you were on the set of Apocalypse.
14 years old. So it was me, Gio Coppola, who was also 14,
Right.
and Lawrence Fishburne,
Right.
who was also 14, playing 17. We were kids. We were young boys who were just sort of figuring out life, not going to school. We were like, our school was a film set.
How aware were you of what your dad was going through? I mean, your dad, obviously, it's on film. Like, we know how
Right.
tough a shoot it was from physically, emotionally, everything.
Well, in the documentary Hearts of Darkness, which I'm sure you've seen, they kind of collapsed time and portrayed his breakdown at sort of towards the end of the schedule, when in fact it was early in the schedule. My dad was celebrating his birthday, so it was August 3rd, and we had come. I had gotten there in July of '76. So that was 76 July, or 76 August. He has this meltdown on set because he was celebrating his birthday and he was drinking, and Francis had him isolated in his room, and I was there. I watched it happen. And I was there when they carted him out. And he was ranting and raging and screaming, and they were shooting in a courthouse. I don't know if anyone's ever heard this story, but my dad, always on the side of social justice.
Of course.
And so we were filming in a building that was used for night court. So it was the upstairs where the apartment where they find him, or the hotel room where they find him and carry him out. Well, they actually did that. We carried him out that night. And night court was happening down, so we came down the stairs, and again, I'd seen my dad drunk before, not on this level, and certainly not this publicly. And he demanded to go into the courtroom, because he says, if I don't go in there, and he's screaming at my mom, I need to go into that courtroom, because if I don't go in there, some poor son of a bitch is gonna go to jail for masturbating in front of a pig. And Francis was like, Martin, no, come on, Martin. It was hilarious. We got him in the car. We started driving, God knows where, just somewhere away from where we could get him calmed down. And he announced to everyone in the car that he had to pee. So we pull over to the side of the road, and he got out and ran naked into the jungle and kept going. And
we might never have seen him again.
No, and my mom chases him down. She said, Martin, chasing after him. We got him back in the car.
Oh my God.
10 minutes later, I have to pee again. My mom says, Martin, you have cried wolf one too many times. You could piss all over yourself. Anyway, I'm sure they're going to be horrified that I told that story, but it happened, and it's the sort of those are the stories that I don't think anyone has ever heard.
Oh my God! As if you think you've heard every story about Apocalypse Now. There's a new one for you.